Hi, I'm Anna Berry, and today we'll be talking to Easy Finance to learn how they are using real estate to back their crypto.
I'm CJ Papa. We'll be speaking today with Avinoc, learning about how they're going to help the airline business and industry and make it more efficient.
Also, we're going to learn about Vector Space and what this San Francisco company has to do with Google. All of this today on Exploring the Block.
Welcome back. You're watching New to the Street, Exploring the Block. I'm Ken Evseroff. Robert Galovich is the Chief Business Development Officer for Hong Kong and Austria-based Avinoc. Robert is back in studio talking to us about what you guys are doing in the world of aviation, making it better for both the consumer and the client, which is the world of aviation. Welcome back to New to the Street, Exploring the Block.
Yeah, thank you, Ken.
It's our pleasure. So what has been going on since the last time you were in studio?
Yeah, we finished our ICO, so this is quite good. And now we are in really interesting talkings to big aviation companies, other strategic partners, and also business aviation companies already. And yes, traveling a lot for this reason.
Now, how are you guys helping both the flying public and the business aviation industry? You don't only want to do business, you want to eventually get to everybody within the confines of the airline industry.
True, yeah.
How are you guys helping it? How does your platform work with both?
At the last interview, we mentioned that we're doing a base layer for the aviation business, the business aviation. But nowadays, we thought about what that would be interesting to connect the airline business to. And there is a system called the GDS, the Global Distribution System, in the airline business, which nowadays runs out of capacities concerning you can't adopt any new function anymore. Airlines are trying to get rid of it because there's no Tier 3 availability anymore. There are about nowadays $7 billion US dollar paid to the GDS right now each year from airlines. And big airlines tell us the GDS can't do that what we need in future. So it's really interesting.
Comes in.
There Avinoc comes in because our system produces a base layer. It's an enablement for digital touch points where everybody, not just business aviation companies, also airlines can jump on.
Is Avinoc able of connecting BizAv and the airline market together?
That's a really, really interesting point, I would say, because nowadays the BizAv has no system. The airline market has the GDS, or big airlines their own systems, but there is no connection. So imagine if you want to fly from a business flight, for example, from the States, from a smaller airfield or airport to Europe, and then again to a smaller airfield.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. So it's a nightmare for all companies and all people involved in managing those travel.
And how big is the airline segment of the overall aviation industry that covers?
The airline segment, that's about 75% of the overall aviation segment. And it's a market of, I think, about 840 billion US dollar
a year
turnover a year. Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
So if Avinoc gets 1/4 you guys are swimming in dough. A lot of dough.
Not we are swimming, but the utilization will grow. So everybody which holds the Avinoc coin, the value of the coin will rise. And that's the important fact of that all. Because we're trying to get 2021, so our economic models tells us, it would be about, if the overall market, about 5%. That's really interesting. At 5%, you can imagine.
Of 840 billion?
Of no more, 1.1 trillion.
So the coin that you guys are using, how does that work into the platform and the customers?
The coin has more functions. So one of the functions is to spam protection and paying for some transactions, but not that amount what you have to pay right now in the GDS, for example. Yeah. And another point is we will try to settle a payment system right into, because there it is. So we've got the coin, and what should you do? You should pay tickets, flights, entire flights, aircrafts, and also all those edge suppliers
with the coin.
Again with the coin. Yeah.
So, Robert, what is the potential savings that you can deliver to the airline business and the end user, the customer?
Some numbers tell us that they lost revenue by from 2000 and I don't know exactly. I think 3 up to 2015, about 37%. Yeah. So that portion can be saved, and because there are also the fees for the GDS, for example, and those are about $10 billion US dollar a year. So that also can be saved for the airline business, and then there would be side effects. So we don't know exactly how much they will be, but it would be enormous.
But it's good news for Avanac.
Yeah, sure.
So if people want to learn more about Avanac, what's the website?
The website is www.avanac.com.
All right, Robert Galovich, the Chief Business Development Officer at Avanac. Thanks for joining us here on New to the Street, Exploring the Block. And come back to us so we can stay up to date. I think what you guys are doing is really great.
I will do so.
It's our pleasure.
Joining me on Exploring the Block today is Dimitri Jansen with Easy Finance. Dimitri, welcome to Exploring the Block.
Thank you.
And you're joining us from where?
We are based in Brazil.
Ah, what part of Brazil?
São Paulo, Santos. We are sitting in front of the sea.
Wonderful. Well, so glad that you're here, and business is definitely international when it comes to the chain. So tell me, what's your inspiration when you developed Easy Finance?
Actually, it started a long time ago. I opened my first company when I was 20 years. It was actually a very successful company up until now. And I sold it when there was almost roughly about 300 people. Well, what happened? I don't have any experience with accountancy in that moment. And actually, the people, they really fooled me. Like the value they paid me was too less. So what happened? I start to study actually accounting. After I became an accountant, and I started to open my own accountancy office and la la la. What happened after? I moved it actually to Brazil here, and I started again almost the same company like I did there in technology, and then I started to think, why I don't make like a platform easy to use for business owners or people who want to start a business, and really I can guide them because I already have like more than 21 years experience.
But tell me, how does your technology differ, and how do you separate yourself from other blockchain companies like Bitcoin?
The difference that we make to them, why we want to make a difference is, to give you an example, all the money that we raise, it's minimum 60% we put in real estate. Real estate, why real estate? Because we're going to rent in Easy Coins. Next to this, we opened our Easy Finance company in Swiss. So, by example, if people buy Easy Coins, with 1,000 Easy Coins, they can buy a real share of our Swiss company there. If something happened with many other cryptocurrencies, who are you going to call? Nobody. Where do you go behind your money? There is no money because the money is inside the virtual system. The difference, this is the biggest difference with us. You can call us. We are sitting here. Your money is your cryptocurrency. Our Easy Coin is backed up with real things, real estate, real products, a real company. You understand?
Great. Now, there's obviously a lot of growth in your company and in this market in general. What do you see in the near future?
How we see our growth is actually very easy because, like I told you, we put everything in real estate. We put everything in our Easy Finance. And in real estate, we buy the real estate and we rent for Easy Coins. So we created demand that people have to buy every month their rent with Easy Coins. Next to this, also we have why we sure that we grow is we have an easy discount card inside our system. So we have business users and we have normal users. A normal user can download our app because we do the personal accountancy for them for free. They can buy with a discount. One of our Easy Finance Pro users. So this is the second way that we generate demand of easy coins. The third way is the business clients. They have to pay our system because we do the accountancy for them. We create a system so easy and so smart that you just make a picture of your invoice. We read the invoice. We do your complete accountancy without any accountant involved. You want to make an invoice, you just put the VAT number, I think it's in your language, and we do the complete calculation. So the people have to pay us with easy coins to use the system. So every month, every day, we create a demand of easy coins. That's why we are sure our coin will grow.
Well, fascinating. I can see how this would be so important and such a great technology in such a place like Brazil with such high population, but also at a global level. So tell me about that. Who are your global clients and who are some trusted partners you work with?
Yes, look, our biggest partner is actually the United States Foreign Trade Institute. They are representing in 41 countries. They have a part of my company also here in Brazil. And they really make the biggest connection for us. So they also make that we have a partnership with United Nations, with all the chambers of commerce here in Brazil. For example, we have a commerce of Brazil with Canada, Saudi Arabia, Italy, Germany. And they push the people actually to use, advise the people to work with our easy finance and use easy coins.
Well, tell us how people can find you, because this is a great technology and going to be very useful on a global level.
You go to Instagram, Facebook, or internet and just Easy Finance or Easy Coin and you find us.
And one more component that you believe in is giving back. So you give, what, 10% to charity? Tell me about that.
Yes, because we give actually 10% to charity. 5% we donate from the ICO we are going to do. We're going to give to United Nations.
Fantastic. Well, Dimitri, thank you so much. The world needs more companies just like that. So you can visit easyfinance.com and learn more about your global reach. Thank you so much for joining us on Exploring the Block.
Thank you. Bye.
Ciao. Obrigado. Thank you, guys. All right. Well, as you see from their headquarters in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and here we are at our headquarters in New York City. Thank you so much for watching Exploring the Block.
Joining us on Skype from San Francisco, Vector Space's Cajun Frank, and thanks for joining us. And Cajun, what is Vector Space?
Thanks for having me. Well, Vector Space is primarily a platform. It's a technology platform for data scientists and machine learning engineers. Some like to call it artificial intelligence, but we provide them with specialized data, alternative data. This includes quants, it includes algorithm engineers, and on our dataset platform, we're able to produce smart baskets. So Vector Space has financial products for the cryptocurrency markets that result from its machine learning operations and the dataset platform that we have.
Cajun, tell me about yourself and what inspired you to build Vector Space.
Sure. Well, I think that, it goes back to my childhood. My mom was in the investment banking industry. She worked for Citibank, Montgomery Securities, Nations Bank, and, at the dinner table, she'd bring home the Wall Street Journal. We were only allowed to watch Louis Roykaiser's Wall Street Week and the Nightly Business Report. And, years of that, along with music videos, but years of music videos and Wall Street Week, got me interested in the financial markets. But I looked at software engineering as a path that I should probably take. And I did that for a while and wound up in the life sciences industry and spent a lot of time there involved with data engineering and in particular building what are called automated feature engineering pipelines. So, fast forward to today, I've had a chance to start a couple of startups. I've got a great team around me. We've raised a healthy amount of money in the past, and here we are, looking at an opportunity in the cryptocurrency space based on our experience in the financial markets and our experience analyzing data in the life sciences industries.
Can you provide some insight into your smart basket technology and how it's being used?
Sure. So we looked at a paper written by Gur Huberman. This was a finance professor out of Columbia University, who described an event that involved a company called Entremed, but in short, it relates to the concept of that a rising tide lifts all boats. And when you look at a stock or you look at a cryptocurrency, if you look at one that maybe has risen 50%, 20%, there are likely other companies that have hidden relationships to those that will rise as well. The Smart Basket allows us to capture those relationships and then trade them in one click.
Cajun, who's using Vector Space, and can you tell me where we might see the Smart Basket in use today?
Sure. So we have Smart Baskets and Smart Basket ETFs. And as you know, we've got a lot of the traditional, let's say traditional money, looking at entering the cryptocurrency space. Their analog is the ETF. So we're looking at providing an ETF in terms of the software structure and the cryptocurrency structure to enable someone to participate in the cryptocurrency markets with the vehicle of an ETF, but built-in software built on the blockchain. So that's what you're able to do.
What's your relationship to Google?
Right. Well, some people have been talking to us about what we're doing with Google, because Google did approach us, maybe it was about 6 months ago, and they asked us if they could use QuantBot, which is a service that we provide for messaging platforms. We have QuantBot living on Slack right now. People are able to retrieve stocks based on a news event or a global trend. They're also able to retrieve cryptocurrencies based on a global trend or a news event, or even a URL. Well, Google saw this and invited us to their Google Hangouts platform. This is just the start of an entry-level partnership. We're happy to be a part of the Google family, but at the same time, we're really looking at extending our services in the area of data set building, alternative data sets, and feature engineering.
Cajun, can you tell me about the company's revenue models, and are you generating revenues currently?
Sure. So we have about 350 customers signed up to our free tier on our dataset platform. They are building datasets that help them achieve different signals or perhaps generate alpha in some way or another, maybe provide new insights. But we've had about, like I was saying, about 350 people sign up, and we have a second tier of services and a third and a fourth. And these are pay-for services, and they're based on subscriptions. So Netflix-like subscriptions. You can share your subscription with someone else as long as there's enough vector space in the wallet. As long as there's enough of our token in the wallet address that you're using, then you have access to our services. There is a minimum amount of our token that you would want to keep in a wallet if you're, say, a data scientist, to use our API services. So the revenue model has a lot to do with subscriptions and providing tiered levels of subscriptions for anyone involved in machine learning or anyone involved in gaining that extra insight from your data.
Cajun, what does the future hold for Vector Space? Is there anything you can share with us?
Well, right now we are developing our technology. Well, let's say we've developed our technology. It's been in use for quite some time, but we're developing revisions. We're also developing variants of the patents that we have associated with this. And in conjunction with Lawrence Berkeley National Lab, we spent a few years there developing this technology, and we were issued a few patents, and we're looking to capitalize on those patents a little bit. But we're also looking to engage in licensing and, of course, a share on any net that our data sets might produce in terms of signal or alpha.
Cajun Frank from Vector Space on Skype from San Francisco. Thanks so much for joining us.
Sure. Thank you.
You're watching New to the Street. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You're watching New to the Street, Exploring the Block. I'm Ken F. Saroff. Now, do you know what referral marketing is? Extremely powerful and vital to business, all business. Some call it word of mouth, and it's worth billions of dollars. That's a lot of talk. Now, the blockchain is no different. While it's new, word of mouth is a vital tool, and a company called Word of Mouth Pro is here to talk all about, well, word of mouth. Ricardo Vieri is the company's founder, and Luana Sikati is the director of sales and a specialist in sales. Welcome to both of you to New to the Street, Exploring the Block. Now, what is Word of Mouth Pro all about?
It's a new tool. It's a new tool that the market, we believe, it really needs. It's a new tool because we have experienced personally many times how often people and companies are suffering about bad reputation, fake news. So, as I'm an inventor, I wanted to think to something new that can help this industry because it's very big, it's very large. And we are creating a new reputation tool. It's a trust identity verification, authentication about the abilities of people. And this is something absolutely new that we are doing with the new concepts, and we are ready to go on the market.
Now, Luana, word of mouth is really big when it comes to anything you're doing in life, whether it's buying, whether it's selling, whether it's just a referral. It's just a great term. Yeah. I think it's really unique what you guys are doing.
Yes, we really believe in word of mouth. I've been doing this my entire lifetime, professionally speaking, and here in the States, everything is a referral. I mean, so you are the father and the mother of this concept. And yes, of course, we really believe that this industry can help millions of people around the world.
Now, Ricardo, who are Word of Mouth Pro's customers, and who does it help?
Yes, it's helping almost all the people that are part of this world. For example, imagine the work from home people. You know, they are not, very often they are not experts of what they do. So they believe something that maybe is fake because they are not experts. So we believe that we need a personal reputation system, and it can help the companies, because I've been talking with several presidents of direct selling companies. They are all suffering about this issue. They say, hey, I'm in business since many years. Now there are fake companies, scam companies. They say, I'm the best, I'm paying you so much. And this is not true, and people, they don't know.
Well, that's because anybody can say anything about anything,
Yeah.
anytime, any place.
Absolutely.
So how do you get past that?
Well, we create a personal rating system, and so it's not about me giving you a reward for something you say, for something good you say about me, but it's me that upload the information about my profession, about my career, about the trainings I've done, the results, the earnings, everything I've done, and I have the responsibility of what I upload in the system, and the system with special algorithms is going to verify those kind of information. So everything is reliable. It's reliable for companies, it's reliable for professionals and colleagues that wants to get in touch with me and work with me, so they know exactly who I am. And it's reliable for customers.
Luana, how does the blockchain incorporate within Word of Mouth Pro?
It's the perfect fit. Because blockchain is a concept of trustability and not manipulating. So no one can manipulate it. And our ecosystem is perfect because, at least in our mind, is perfect. We are applying, of course. And it is perfect in a way that allows people to upload trustable information, anyone to verify those information, to check those information, and also users to be finally back in charge of their data, because right now with the socials, we don't pay nothing to use socials. Why? Because we are the product.
That's my next segue, is how does Word of Mouth Pro make money?
In the basic of our ecosystem, there is a token. And so people that are upgrading the information, they can purchase a premium service. And the premium service is paid with a token. So it's the perfect utility token with the ecosystem, because the more people are purchasing the service, the better it is for the token to be spread all over around.
What's next for Word of Mouth Pro?
Next for Word of Mouth Pro is to find thousands and thousands and thousands of users, and we will be in a couple of months in one exchange with our token. And so we want the ecosystem will work perfectly. So the more users, the more people are getting benefits, the better it is for anyone.
And the website for people to visit?
Yes, we have already the website. is wmpro.io, and we have already demo, so people can even create their profile, and they can have the sticker and see how good they are, and if they are bad, of course, they will not do.
They will not do if they are bad.
Ricardo Vieri, the company's founder, and Luana Sicardi is the direct sales specialist of Word of Mouth Pro. Thank you very much for coming in on New to the Street, Exploring the Block.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
If you would like more information on New to the Street and Exploring the Block, you can visit newtothestreet.com or exploringtheblock.com. Block spelled B-L-O-C-K. And on either site, just click Contact Us and follow the instructions. Or you can talk to a live person. Yes, we have them too. Just call area code 631-456-0280. That's a wrap for all of us here at New to the Street and Exploring the Block. We'll see you next time. I'm Ken F. Saroff. Thanks for watching.